BassResinator here. I have up here, I'm going to do two different things in the same video. This is a large whale container pot type mold, and it holds right around 8 ounces. There are 3 clips. I put a short video out about it. Make sure you put them on, especially this one, because if you don't put this one on the caudal area, you will have one serious mess. It'll start giving birth to resin or whatever you're using. But there's a gap right here to make it easier to unmold the flukes or the tail of the whale. So we're going to have a whale of a 4th of July, because I'm going to have a dirty pour of red, white, and blue. And I did a dirty pour last week with a turtle, and I waited too long. And I'm waiting. Let me see the temperature of this resin now. It's climbing, so I have time to mix up. What I'm going to be using for my white is bloom, but I'm also going to be using a little bit of white metallic mica from Color Creator, and then I'm going to use the Crater Lake blue, but I want a little bit more shimmer, so I'm going to add some of that Brie Reese shimmering alcohol lake blue. So it's Crater Lake blue and lake blue shimmering alcohol, and then Let's Resin bright red resin dye for the red. So I've got deep pour resin for that whale, so I'm not worried about it overheating. Okay, I've got time to pour it right now before I mix up my other colors. And this is a very, very heavy mold, and I'm using, just so you know, using Pigmently Asphalt Magic. It's a beautiful shimmering black gray metallic looking stuff. That's why it's called Asphalt Magic. And this is a deep pour resin. It's the resin from Unicorn Art. Now I'm looking at that rear end to make sure it holds, because I do not want to have a baby whale spurt out at the wrong time. Oh. Whoa. The only place that I could think of that might hold any air bubbles down here in that fluke, but nothing's coming up. And I keep looking to make sure there's no leaks. I do not want to have a leak. These clips up here, let me show you. These clips up here are to hold the mold shut so that it doesn't go, because the weight of the resin or whatever substance you're using would cause it to split open there and definitely back here. But those are, the mold opens up right there to make it a lot easier to unmold it. Okay, let me see how I'm doing. Temperature of resin, 88 degrees. It's moving up. And we're moving on up to the east side. What I'm going to do, deluxe apartment in the sky. We're moving on up. Some of you saw how I did used this silicone icing tool, which is really cool. I did a and it's got two different nibs. One is real small, one is thicker. I'm going to use the thicker one. It's made out of silicone, so it's very easy to clean out. You know what? I'm going to put this on when I go to put the stuff in. Put that one aside, and that's the lid. And this gets to 89. Okay, that's getting close to 90 degrees. So I'm going to mix up or put in these 3 little cups. You know what? I'm just going to measure it out. I'm going to put in 1.5 ounces in each one of these little cups. And then I'll have enough to put clear in. And I'm using my Molds and Shapes Rough and Tough Circle Coaster Mold. Very nice. I actually won it on a giveaway. Okay. Now, I'll hold that clear over there. I'll hold it clear over here. Okay, the one that's going to take the longest, I think, is the bloom paste. You can't see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put 4 drops because I have 1.5 ounces, and I'm going to also use a little bit of mica. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then a little bit of this Color Creator White Metallic mica to give that white just a little bit of shimmer. You know, we have here in the United States, with July 4th coming up, we like to have a lot of glitz and glam with our fireworks and such. Okay, so then get all my colorants over there, out of the way. Put in my red. 9, 10, 11, 12. We want to have it red. And then this guy up here, and I'll mix them shortly. And this color of blue, really pretty. And then that Brie Reese shimmering alcohol ink. Is really pretty as well. You gotta shake it though, because whatever makes it shimmer sits at the bottom. I'm gonna put in 3 drops of this. I want 2, 3, well, 4, I guess. That stuff out the way. And this one has already been dyed by the buy that Brie Reese stuff in the past. And I'm using Naked Fusion Art resin for this. The new formula. It's supposed to resist fading and yellowing. Of course, with all these colorants in there, there's not going to be much fading going on. Wow, isn't that a pretty blue? Okay, now we know the white. We know what white looks like, but adding a little bit of that shimmer in there should be a milky 4% or 2% milk with a little bit of shimmer going on. 2% milk fat. That's what I'm saying there. Now, I've seen people do these dirty pours. Did I mention I'm doing a dirty pour? No, I'm doing a dirty pour. I've seen people do dirty pours and they put them in a cup like this to empty it out or pour it in. I'm going to use that squirt. It's really fun. So I'll yeah. That's about the color I wanted. Now the red should look like really oxygenated blood. Bright red. But it is transparent or translucent. That's transparent. It's more than just translucent. Translucent means light can go through it. That's the loose part of it. Loose is light in lux in Latin, loose in Spanish. So translucent. Could have possibly put another drop in, but it'll work. These aren't really warm, which hopefully will save me. The other day it was way too hot. I mean, that resin got hot in a hurry. Well, it says it's 100. We'll see what these are. 97, 98, 98. Okay. I'll trust them. So I'll put my clear down. Get the bottom covered. And then if I have more, then I will put more in. I didn't know how much to go. But I want them to be about the same, and I still have some more. Okay, put that over there. Red, then white, then blue. So we'll add a little bit of red. Some white. Some blue. And then I'll finish them off. I say I'll finish them off. I may not be able to fit them into this little thingy, this bulb. Just a little bit left in each one, and that's getting right up to the edge. I better not go anymore. Now, see if I can get this lid on without causing a catastrophe. It's sealed there, sealed there. Okay, now here's the nib I need. That makes it really slick. And get these out the way so I don't bump them while I'm doing my pattern. Something right there. Well, you know what? It's gonna stay there. This reminds me of that toothpaste that came in 3 different colors. Yeah, I could have put a little bit more red in there. Oh, really? Right when I'm doing that, the light turns itself off. Automatic timer. try and get one more circle around there. Putting a little bit more here in the middle because these molds will still hold some more. And you see, I don't have to, I could set that down, not have to worry about it spilling or anything. Kind of slick. Okay, now bring it in. This one, I'm going to take it out. Taking very good care not to touch the bottom of the mold and damage it. Now on these little jobbies I want to take just the center of it out. Give them Spock's or a Vulcan's ears. Pointy. And these I want to bring in but not all the way from the edge. I can see some blooming taking place right now. That is good news to me because the other day I was kind of frustrated that it took too long. Okay, start in the middle, little swirl, go out and then come back in. Sticky mess right here. Okay, I'm going to put this in hyperspeed and let you watch. Well, these are cured up. The whale is not, but I want you to see something. This clip slipped a little bit when I had poured it. I mean, after I'd poured it, and I noticed there was a little bit of run out. Good thing I'm on a silicone mat. But that whale is not cured up yet, so I'm not going to worry about pulling him out. But I want to see these. And I had a little extra, so I poured, oh, that middle stuff was what I poured into the whale. That's going to be interesting. I just threw the extra. That's not cured up yet either, so maybe the whale will be in the unveiling of the whale will be in a different a video, part 2. Okay, let me get these out. There's 1, 2. Now then, remember, I went the patterns a little bit opposite each other, and this one had more red to start out with, and you know, that's just in the essence of the dirty pour. Okay, here we go. Oh wow. Where'd the red go? The pillowy blue in there. Oh, look at that sheen. That is really cool. I did not expect it to be like that. Can't even see the patterns of the petals. That blue and the white just sank. Now let's see this one. Same concept. That is crazy. Those are really cool looking. Can't really tell that they're patriotic, but they are very pretty. You can see the petals on the back, but not the front. That's wild. Anyway, oops, bumping the tripod again. Okay, so 4th of July. Have you ever, I don't know if you have or not. That's why I'm asking the question. There's a firework. I don't know how else to rephrase, or how else to phrase it, but it's called a worm, and you light it and it goes, and that's the noise it makes in my mind, and it just sort of whoosh, and that's what these remind me of. That color though. Maybe I should have, I didn't want to touch the mold. Maybe I should have dragged a little deeper with those petals to get that. Because I just barely touched the surface to get, I don't know. I like them. They're pretty. Not what I was anticipating. I was hoping that those petals would be there, but cool. Well, let me know what you think. Thank you, subscribers. And if you're not a subscriber, you should be. Yes. You never know what I'm going to do. And right now, I'm in the middle of this huge bathroom project. Videos and pictures are coming out in bits and pieces. When it's all done, I will do the full grand review, or the grand opening view. Okay. See you later. You can actually see the 3D bloom underneath the petals, underneath this billowy blue. They're actually there. Look at them. Cool. Pyrotechnic blue, backed by blossom. Cool.